its motorcycle and scooters, which cater to a wide range of segment. Motorcycle, it has models like Radeon, Radar, Ronin, and Apache series, and scooter it has Zest, Jupiter, and top in EV it has TVS iQube, TVS Arbiter. Hello,
Yes.
you told something, ma'am?
Yes, you're audible. Are you done?
No, no, ma'am, not done. Just started yet.
You continue. Whenever you're not
Okay,
audible, I will let you know. You continue in the
okay, okay,
same flow, hero. You continue in your flow. Don't interrupt your own flow.
okay, done, done, done.
Hmm.
Okay, so it is present into 3,800 plus cities and has 4,500 plus service centers. Talking about the revenue for FY25, it grew by 13.7% year on year to 441 billion units. It was driven by strong traction throughout its two-wheeler and three-wheeler portfolio, majorly led by scooter, which grew by 21%, which was led by Jupiter and its EV portfolio. Then it was the premium strategy, which led to the growth of its motorcycle portfolio of 10.3%. Now, talking about the domestic volume, yes. So, TVS domestic volume grew by 11.7% year on year to 3.55 million units. It was driven by iQube EV portfolio, which was grew by 43.6%, and Jupiter, which grew by 31.1%. And Jupiter contributes around 31.5% of total domestic mix of the TVS. And the premium motorcycle grew by 18%. For TVS, TVS saw a sharp rise in FY22. TVS Export saw a sharp rise in FY22, led by key African and Latin American markets, though macroeconomic pressure and currency challenges uh, softened the volume in FY23 and 24. However, it was rebounded in FY25, grew by 18% to 1.20 million units. We'll get into TVS products one by one. So, for an overview, it has total 9 motorcycles, 3 ice scooters, 2 EVs, one mopeds, and 6 3-wheelers, 3 passenger vehicles, and 3 cargo vehicles. Talking about the uh, talking of the TVS as a whole. So motorcycle volume stood at 2,195,000 units, which is 2.2 million units. It contributes around 46.3% of the total mix. I-scooters volumes are 1.63 million units and contributes around 34.3% of the mix. EV volumes are 279,000 and contributes around 5.9% of the units. Total domestic sales. Now getting into motorcycle in detail. So motorcycles are basically known for their performance, fuel efficiency, and use for commuting. Their affordable nature and low maintenance made them popular choice among the first-time buyers in India. So for industry, bikes, a motorcycle contributes around 62%, and it has a market sales of 12.25 million units for FY25. For TVS, the motorcycle contributes around 34% of the mix domestics. I'm talking about the domestic. Okay, so TVS, it has 34% of motorcycles, and the volume stood at 1.2 billion, translating into a 10% market share. However, volume dropped by 1.6% in FY25 due to soft demand in commuter motorcycle, consumer preference towards scooter and emerging EVs. However, this decline was offset by its premium portfolio, which gained by 18%, led by Apache. So, for talking about the portfolio, so in an entry level commuting segment, which is 110cc, it has 3 models, namely TVS Sport, TVS Radeon, and TVS Star City Plus. It targets customer, budget friendly customer who are focused on mileage and affordability. The price starts from 76,000 for model like TVS Sport and goes up to 92,000 for a model like TVS Star City Plus. The key competitor of this segment are Hero HF Deluxe, Hero Splendor Plus, Honda Shine 100, Honda CD 110 Dream, and Bajaj Platina. Coming to the different segment for motorcycle, the 125cc segment, it is a premium commuter segment, and the TVS has a model named TVS Reda. So it targets young urban riders seeking a sporty, feature-rich, and performance-oriented commuter motorcycle. Its price starts from 99,000 and goes up to 117,000. The key competitors in this segment are Hero Glamour X-Tech, Super Splendor X-Tech 125, Bajaj Pulsar 125, NS 125, and Honda SP 125. Now coming to the entry level sport or performance bike, which is 150cc plus segment. So in this segment, TVS has 3 variant. of Apache series, namely Apache RTR 160, RTR 180, RTR 200. It targets riders looking for entry-level performance motorcycle that offers strong acceleration, sporty handling, and a premium riding experience for daily commuting and weekend rides. The price starts from 127,000 for 160cc bike and goes up to 182,000 for a 200cc Apache RTR. The key competitors in this segment are Bajaj Pulsar NS 160, NS 200, Yamaha R15, FZ 155, FZ 250, Honda Hornet 2.0, CB 150, and KTM Duke 200. Now, one more model it has in 200 plus cc segment, which is TVS Ronin. It is a 225cc bike which targets young riders who want a stylish modern retro bike with good torque and smooth performance for daily rides and relaxed weekend cruising. The price starts from 153,000 and goes up to 193,000. Key competitor are Bajaj Dominar 250 and Hero Extreme 250R. Talking about the TVS most premium portfolio of 300 plus cc, it has two models in this segment: TVS Apache RTR 310, TVS Apache RR 310. It targets young performance-oriented riders who want a powerful, premium motorcycle with strong torque, sharp styling, and advanced feature for both city riding and spirited weekend rides. The price starts from 285,000 and goes up to 365,000 for these models. Key competitors are KTM Duke 390, RC 390, Bajaj Dominar 400, Hunter 350, Pulsar RS 400, and Ninja 300 400. Talking of the leading models in the TVS portfolio. So the Apache family and the Reda accounts overly nearly 70% of the overall motorcycle. The Apache contributes around 37.1% and Raider contributes around 33.2%. Rest Sport stands at 12.5%, Radiant stands at 11.4%. And the volume for TVS for motorcycle was 1.20 million units for FY20. Talking about the scooters, scooters are basically known for the ease of use, fuel efficiency, and convenient design. So, scooter accounts nearly 35% of the industry, and the volume grew by 17% year on year to 6.85 million units. And it shows, rising preference for convenient, gearless mobility driven by urban commuters, women riders, and increasing adoption of premium featured scooters. For TVS, scooter volumes grew by 25% year on year to 1.81 million units. The total share of scooters for TVS stands at 51% of the volume, and it is a 26.5% market share in domestic vehicle. Talking about the offering of TVS, so for entry level scooter, it has TVS Zest, which targets young urban commuters, especially women of riders wanting a lightweight, easy to handle scooter for short trips. And the key competitors in this are Honda Dio, Hero Destiny, and the price starts from 82,000 and goes up to 87,000. Then it has TVS Jupiter, which it is basically a practical family commuter who prefer comfort and ease of riding with large storage and lightweight vehicle. The competitors are Honda Activa and Suzuki Access. Price starts from 92,000 and goes up to 112,000. And it has two variants in this segment: 110cc and 125cc. Then it has stylish and sporty Ntorq. So Ntorq also has two models, 125cc and 150cc. It basically targets younger tech-savvy commuters who want a sporty, connected scooter with good mileage. And Ntorq 150 is aimed at the performance-first riders who want more power. Price starts from 102,000 and goes up to 142,000. Key competitors are Yamaha Aerox 155 and Aprilia SXR 160. And EV portfolio, it has two vehicles. I have mentioned just one. I forgot to mention second one. One is TVS iQube EV and TVS Orbiter EV. TVS iQube, it is a premium EV, and TVS Orbiter, it is a entry level EV. The iQube basically targets the premium one, and the Orbiter targets the entry level, as the price starts from 102,000 for TVS Orbiter, and for TVS iQube, the price starts from 109,000 and goes up to 175,000. The key competitors are Ather 450, Bajaj Chetak, Hero Vida, and Ola S1 Pro. The leading models for TVS scooter is Jupiter, of course. It contributes around 61% of the total scooter scale. And Ntorq accounts for 18%, and while iQube accounts for 15% of the total domestic sales. Yes. Now, moped. There are also one moped in this segment, which is TVS XL. it is around 14% of domestic mix. The volume grew by 5.2% to 510,000, and the price range starts from 42,000 to 60,000. Talking about the three-wheeler, it has three passenger vehicle rickshaw and three cargo vehicle. Talking about the passenger, so it has King Dulux, King Duramax, and King EV Max in the passenger. And in cargo, it has TVS King Cargo SD. It is a EV. It is also a CNG variant and TVS King Cargo. So this was done by my side, ma'am.
Wonderful. Tushar, you prepared it yourself and you
Yes,
prepared
ma'am.
some notes
Yes, ma'am. I prepared notes.
which you were looking while you were speaking to me. It's a very good
Yes,
idea.
ma'am.
And how many times have you rehearsed this? Talk to
Uh,
yourself.
I think 4 or 5 times.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. If you have done it, it is an example for everyone. Being a fresher for the very first time, you've done a fantastic job. Continuously, you spoke for 18 minutes. Your volume did not budge. Neither you were sounding boring. You were using your own sentences at times. I mentioned two, but I forgot to mention the third one, which is a very nice connect. It gives
Thank
a
you,
real
ma'am.
life connect. It is not like he's only reading facts and stats and just presenting. He is having a connection. He is talking to you. So this actually means, your fillers, they add a little bit of human touch. As a fresher, Tushar, you've just, blown me. I mean, I'm surprised. Want to see more of you? Come in. One suggestion, quick suggestion. Don't speed up. No need. Aram se.
Okay.
You take your own time. People will listen to you because
Okay,
you're
ma'am.
not only talking facts. Ye hota, no, you're also trying to story tell. So people will listen to you. Don't rush. Just be a little 8% speed kam kar do. Baki everything was nice.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
All
you.
right. Forum should ask at least one question to him. Sahil, Sumit, I can see Neha, Prajakta, Karthik. Everybody was very keenly observing and listening to you. And they were nodding.
Okay.
A question, please. Everybody's doing TVS. I know everybody knows it. पूछ लो ना इस question एक.
Hi, Tushar.
Hi, Kaustubh. Hi, buddy.
Great presentation. Like TVS specifically, right? So,
Yes, yes.
yeah. So TVS has been performing quite well. We have all been tracking. So, what would you like to attribute the factors for their success?
Performing well, right? You're telling performing well.
Yeah, or is
Right.
it not?
Can you tell me once again?
Simple question विचारना था
Yeah.
कौस्तुभ.
Okay, ma'am, no problem.
Coach
So,
नहीं नहीं,
question
ये भी
simple
चलेगा,
नहीं
ये
है.
चलेगा चलेगा चलेगा, मेरे को
नहीं,
एक्चुअली वॉइस
I
थोड़ा कट
think he
हुआ.
didn't understand what I was trying to say. So, some network error maybe.
Yes, yes.
Just
Yeah.
Please,
simplify
please.
the question for him
Yeah.
again.
What are the factors which are attributed to this performance?
Yeah. So, first of all, it is TVS iQube. It
Hmm.
has, performed really, really well for the TVS, and it is the TVS Jupiter. So, what is happening in the industry right now? The scooterization trend is going on. TVS is one of the major player. It has also key competitors like it is has Suzuki Access and it has Honda as well. But TVS scooters are perform really well because first of all it is quietly a very lightweight and it offers a large storage capacity. So women are preferring a family oriented, family are preferring TVS Jupiter. And talking of the EV one, so TVS iQube also has performed really well because the key competitors in EV space is, it is TVS Jupiter, Bajaj Chetak, and third is, I think, Vida or Ather. So the gap between second and third is quite big. But the first and second, it is basically targeting the younger customer, because if you go by design, just for design purpose only, if you compare TVS iQube and a Bajaj Chetak, so you will find that Bajaj Chetak is quite kind of, traditional type scooter if you go by design, and TVS is kind of tech savvy. It has a good LED screen, and the design is also as attracting the younger customer, and obviously feature wise both are very good, but this is kind of the thing which is attracting TVS iQube and which is working well for TVS. And it has also launched TVS Orbiter, and I think it was on 14 Jan. Because previously the TVS iQube price starts from 109,000. It was not. It is a kind of premium type of EV. It was not having entry level EV, which of course someone who wants less range or wants some less amount of money. So it has launched TVS Orbiter. I think price starts from 102,000, and it competes with the Chetak, which is 2501 series and 3001 series. So in this segment, below 1 lakh, there was not much player, but TVS is hopefully entered and might do well because product is excellent, obviously good.
Thanks, Tushar, for saying that. So that is interesting. You're saying that there is only price competition, not consumer competition, because the target audience is different.
Both are there because India is a large market. You can compete on product as well. Because if, to be honest, if you speak about the just quality of the product, so there is no competition of Ether, but it is performing well, but it is not performing too well because the price points matter because it is pitching to a
Because
kind of
India is a
premium.
price sensitive country.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you,
Even
Tushar.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
you're saying something. Sorry, I just
Like
cut you off.
even that even Ether is performing well because it is kind of targeting premium EV buyers. So TVS also targeting EV premium buyers, and even it is also entering into entry level segment that will
Very
build
exhaustive
much
answer.
for.
Does this satisfy you,
Thank you.
Kaushik?
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, Tushar.
Very
Thank you,
nice,
buddy.
very nice. That actually tells us that you've done a very good background research. बहुत अच्छे से you've come prepared. These lengthy answers show that you have come prepared. Others, please, are you taking some motivation from this? Yes, girls, especially Neha, Prajakta, haven't heard anything from you all girls. When are we presenting? I use we. When are we presenting? Prajakta, Neha, when am I going to see a company report from you all?
Ma'am, I have a monthly update ready, but the thing
Share
is, I am still like trying to rehearse speaking in front of the forum.
We are
So
here.
it,
Yeah, we
yeah,
are.
so I'm just trying to practice it first, and then I
No,
think
no,
I'll
practice it
go
here in front of us.
right now. Okay.
Yeah, right now.
Should
And
I
tomorrow we'll
present it
pretend
right
as
now?
if you're doing it for the first time.
Okay. Just a second.
है ना? इतना तो कर ही सकते हैं हम आपके लिए. Sahil agrees with me completely. Practice, practice. Don't worry, nobody is judging you. In fact, if there is something, we will tell you how can you make it even better. Neha, you don't talk to me, girl.
Yes, ma'am, I'm listening.
You have to talk also. Tell me, when are you going to present something? And when are you going to talk more than one sentence?
Actually, just like Prajakta, I've also prepared a report, but I've not rehearsed it.
It's no problem. I've told you, the evening sessions are for your rehearsals.
Mhm.
Yes, like Tushar has done it at home 4 to 5 times, and it has
Mhm.
given him so much of confidence that it is as good as the first show. You do it at your
Yes.
back end, or if you want to practice it here in the forum, we are good to help.
Yes, sure.
How many months are you going to keep procrastinating? है ना? There
Yes.
is one day which you will have to come up in front of the forum. So let that day
Yes.
be today or tomorrow, maybe.
Yes, yes.
Please don't shelf your reports. Please don't shelf your company profiles thinking that I will practice better and I will, create a impression. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
Mhm.
Just give it. However,
Okay.
whatever, even if it is half prepared. Ma'am, out
Mhm.
of 4 pages, I've only prepared 1 page. I'm
Mhm.
very, very happy. I'll just listen to that 1 page.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
please, please, please. Please come out of your uncomfortable zone, please. Yes, go
Sure.
ahead. Prajakta, go ahead. It's
Um,
visible, you're audible. Go ahead.
is my screen visible to everyone?
Everything is
Right.
fine. Go ahead.
And apologies for slight any disturbance if you notice it in the background. I'll begin. So I'll be presenting the automobile industry update for January 2026, specifically the automobile volumes. So recently, as you guys may be aware, a day or two back, FADA, that is a Federation of Automotive Dealers Association, has released numbers regarding automotive sales for the month of January 26, which shows that there was an overwhelming increase in demand, mainly due to the GST rate cuts that had happened in September 25. So year on year, the industry volumes have grown by 24%, reaching to approximately 2.2 million units. The two-wheeler segment specifically was a primary growth driver. It increased 25% year on year, mainly due to rural demand and improving mass mobility and improved consumer sentiment. We can see that the three-wheeler segment has recorded a growth of 40% year on year, but it's still on a smaller base. And four-wheeler volumes have also increased 19% year on year, suggesting a steady passenger demand as well as gradual improvement in commercial vehicles. Coming to the from a geographical perspective, domestic volumes grew 18%, 23%, and exports grew at 28%. This shows that export momentum played a supporting role for reducing dependence solely on domestic demand. As you can see right here, it has grown to 1.75 million units from 1.4 units, and exports have grown to 4.6 million units from 3.6 million units. Coming to the segment-wise market share of each of the companies. In the four-wheeler segment, Tata Motors led the CV space with 39% share of the total industry, mostly due to a robust medium and heavy commercial vehicle demand, as well as Ashok Leyland followed up with a 20% share. Mahindra & Mahindra and Eicher held a 27% and a 10% stable share. There was not exponential growth observed in those companies. However, coming to the passenger vehicle segment, Maruti Suzuki, despite a decrease in its mini and compact, that is hatchbacks, hatchback models, reduced demand in its hatchback models, it still remained a market leader with a 53% share. And due to even though there is intensified competition from Hyundai and Mahindra & Mahindra and Tata Motors PV, Tata Motors passenger vehicles saw the most growth in year on year. Its share rose to 16%, mainly driven by EV and compact SUV demand due to changing consumer preferences. In the two-wheeler segment, Hero MotoCorp was the main market leader, holding 36% market share, followed by TVS Motor, which has improved its market share mainly due to its expanded portfolio in scooters and EV. And Bajaj Auto and Eicher remain somewhat stable year on year. In the three-wheeler segment, the Bajaj Auto is the market leader, even if there is a marginal decline in its market share, whereas TVS Motors gained 4% in market share, up to 18% due to aggressive channel expansion and product acceptance. As you may have listened to the earlier presenter who had also spoke on the newer models that were introduced in the three-wheeler segment by TVS Motors. So this is attributable to that. Mahindra & Mahindra had a stable or a marginal decline of 1% in its market share. So coming to a company-wise update on growth in the in its auto volumes growth. So if we see here, as I spoke, as I highlighted earlier, there was a decline in its compact model, compact type of vehicles in Maruti, but it also saw a surge of 16% in its SUVs demand. Also, there was a very high growth in its exports as compared to the domestic demand remained stable as compared to last year, but it saw a huge growth volume wise year on year in the exports area. Ashok Leyland also saw a 43% surge in its medium and high commercial vehicles, 43% year on year, mostly due to improving freight movement and higher fleet utilization. And LCV volumes also grew 32% year on year, which reflected a healthy demand in last mile and light cargo transport. In Mahindra & Mahindra, you can see the SUV volumes rose by 25%, and as well as the commercial vehicles grew 31%, although at a smaller base. The three-wheeler volumes also rose 28% year on year. Hyundai Motor saw it's one of its strongest months in January 2026 with a volume of 73K units, and it reported a 11% year-on-year growth. The domestic volumes rose only 9%, but it had a 21% year-on-year growth in exports. On a model level, strong demand was observed in its Venue and Aura models in the passenger vehicle segment. Then coming to Tata Motors, it reported a 47% year-on-year growth in auto volumes. Most of this was attributable to domestic demand, and it was also due to the EV volumes, which grew 73% year-on-year to 90 units, which was one of the key growth area. If we look at the passenger vehicle companies, Maruti Suzuki does not have a very strong EV portfolio. It does not have as many offerings. However, Tata Motors has several models in that particular segment in EVs. Hence, if we see, there is a push from the government as well by providing several incentives and incentives to people to adopt EVs, to purchase EVs. So we can see that being reflected in Tata Motors passenger vehicles volumes. In the Tata Motors commercial vehicles also reported 41% growth in its high commercial vehicles segment due to freight movement and infrastructure activity. TVS Motors, as highlighted earlier, its two-wheeler segment grew 27%, which was mainly supported by both motorcycles and scooters growth 26% and 30% year-on-year respectively. Its EV portfolio also expanded. Its three-wheeler segment saw a 77% year-on-year growth. And Hero MotoCorp, as highlighted earlier, had a 26% year-on-year growth overall, which was mainly attributable to its scooter volumes and motorcycle volumes as well. In Bajaj, the growth was 25% year-on-year, and it was supported both by domestic demand and exports growth. However, its three-wheeler segment grew more strongly by 35% year-on-year. And coming to Eicher, it reported a 15% year-on-year growth in January. However, it's in the two-wheeler segment, the bikes which were in more than 350cc models, the demand declined by 8% year-on-year. mostly because a majority of the bikes in that category are more on the premium side. So they were not as there was not much demand for those particular models. And as well as in the commercial vehicle segment, the volumes were driven mainly by SCV and LMD trucks, 40% year on year, and HD trucks, 34% year on year, mostly due to freight movement and logistics movement. However, the bus segment and the Volvo trucks and buses segment did not only contributed marginally to the overall volume expansion. So, to conclude, uh, overall the January data reflects that the uh, overall it reflects that there is although there may be short-term fluctuations, the medium-term outlook is cautiously optimistic due to improving customer confidence, export expansion, and continued product innovation across manufacturers, as well as due to EV purchases. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Prajakta, we'll ask the forum. How many liked her presentation? Please give some emojis.
Thank you everyone for your feedback. I
See-
feel like I can, I feel like I can improve on this a bit more, even from a research perspective as well as from a speaking perspective. But I think presenting it for the first time, I think I will take more steps towards improving myself here on.
You've reached the biting point. Today was the biting point. You have surpassed, you've crossed the threshold, and now it is going to be a new beginning for you. You have aced your confidence today and defeated your uncomfortableness, I can say, right? Henceforth, prepare yourself in front of the mirror 2 to 3 times. Yes, story tell, facts. Don't lose your enthusiasm till the end. Don't get bored with your own content. Be as enthusiastic as you started with, okay? Don't just repeat the data in the same tone. इतना बढ़ गया year on year because of this. उल्टा करो. Because of this, इतना बढ़ गया. Hence, for, because, as a result of, secondly, thirdly, finally, lastly. There are so many words you can just use, insert for the connectivity of it. Your grammar is good. Advantage है तुम्हारे पास. Your voice is clear. Your articulation is nice. इतने सारे advantages हैं. There's nothing to fear. You've done a fair job.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll improve from here on.
Yes, yes. Please ask one question from the audience. Anybody can ask her a question. Sahil?
No, ma'am, I don't have any question right now.
Sorry?
I don't have any question.
You don't have a question? Why, Hero?
Okay, ma'am, I had this doubt. Why is the Volvo trucks on a zero mark? Because I have seen Volvo trucks and Volvo buses in India.
Ask her.
Yes, Prajakta, would you please?
Yeah. So actually, the figures have been rounded off to thousands. So that's why it's appearing as zero. But the overall demand is not as much. It only, if you see the screen, it only rose by 2%. If I, just a second, I'll just view the actual figures. And
Yes, I just had that doubt.
so the actual volume was 171 for Jan 26, and in Jan 25 it was 167. So it's quite marginal if we compare it on a company level in Eicher Motors, like from a volumes perspective. And even as we see in case of right now, there is more government push towards electric buses, right? I don't think that's there in ICO's portfolio as of now. I haven't done as much research. I'll get back to you on that. But that's the main reason why you can see zeros in that report. Also, across the forum, I'd also like to invite any suggestions if I can improve in my report as well as presenting
Yes,
skills.
just a conclusion paragraph in the end.
Good job. Whenever you're using an eat that take a pause. Use secondly, next, going forward, moving forward. बस ये fillers use कर लो खा जाओ. That was the only disturbing thing during the whole presentation. Otherwise, I told you, your grammar is good, your pronunciation is good, your fluency is good, your pace is good. Right? You've actually leveled up with the pace. You were very, very slow initially, very slow. Great going, great going. I hope that motivates Neha to present her report tomorrow. Or it has over-motivated you to present it today itself.
I think yes, I can present it today.
Arey wow, very nice. Great. Please go ahead. Prajakta, can I request you to...
Ma'am, just a moment. I had something to ask of Prajakta.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Prajakta, please pay attention.
Prajakta, could you scroll up to the first page?
Scroll up.
So I just had a suggestion, nothing much. But there is no need to put the pie charts on the left side of the table, like you have put under the tables. There is a pie chart on the left side in the column. I think I saw one or two there. Yeah. So this donut, there is no need to put any charts on this side. The left hand side is data. Because usually I haven't seen, so I'm just saying from my side. And it's okay if you change the color. So there is no need for all of it to be gray. Because I use this scheme, that is why I'm telling you. So I've used this blue and gray scheme. But sir told me that this scheme is quite light and there is no need to use this. You need to use a higher colored scheme, something like orange and their shades, dark red and their shades. Because I've also used this scheme like blue, but sir told me you need to change this scheme. It's okay for now, so it's good. Great presentation.
Okay, thank you. I'll change that accordingly.
Also, I had one more thing for you, Prajakta. You had said indicating increased freight demand, right? So it's the other way around actually. Because of the
Uh,
increased freight demand, there is increase in commercial vehicle sales.
okay. Okay.
Also, you used attributional. No, attributed. You used intensifying. Intensified because of the intensified competition. Intensified price rise. Okay? Yes, Neha, go ahead. Share your screen there.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Shivraj. Good evening, Hero.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is. Please go ahead.
Okay. So, good evening, everybody. Today I'm going to present my automobile industry monthly update for January 2026. Industry total sales increased 24% year on year, led by growth in
Neha,
exports.
we
Yes.
will begin with addressing the fact that industry sales increased. है ना?
Okay.
Don't start abruptly. आपको खुद ही नहीं पता चल रहा मैं कैसे start करूं, है ना?
Yes.
So just say we will begin with addressing the fact, noticing the
Okay.
fact. As you can see, the
Okay.
very first statement, it says that it has increased by 24%. है ना? Talk
Yes.
to them. Talk. बातें करो उनसे. ये जो है ना इसको उनको explain करो.
Okay.
Go ahead, go ahead. Just like you would do to a friend.
Yes.
Yeah, the tone should be the same. Go ahead, go ahead. Make yourself
Okay.
comfortable.
Uh, Two-wheeler segment
Hmm.
led the growth by 25% in exports at 75% market share, followed by four-wheeler segment at 18.2% at 14.9% market share. Domestic demand remained resilient, recording 23% growth, supported by two-wheelers contributing to 73.3% of total domestic sales, followed by four-wheeler contributing to 22.7% of total domestic sales. Four-wheeler segment. The four-wheeler segment reported 18.2% year-on-year growth, aided by GST rate cuts and subsequent price rationalization, which improved demand sentiment. SUVs continued to dominate the domestic PV mix, contributing 64.3% of total four-wheeler domestic sales, followed by hatchbacks at 26.6%.
Mm-hmm.
Maruti export sales increased by 88.3% year-on-year, driving growth in total sales of 11.6%. However, domestic volumes remained flat. Dzire, Ertiga, and Swift remain top-selling models of Maruti in domestic market. Tata Motors domestic sales grew at 46.1% year-on-year, mainly due to jump in sales of SUVs like Nexon and Punch, followed by Tiago. Tata Motors market share of 15.5% of total domestic sales has increased by 29.6% year-on-year. Hyundai 11.5% year-on-year jump in total sales, contributed by rise in exports by 21%. SUVs continue to dominate Hyundai domestic sales, with Creta and Venue being top-selling models, followed by Aura. Mahindra increase of 23.8% year-on-year in total four-wheeler sales, fueled by growth in domestic sales. 11.2% year-on-year jump in market share of domestic sales. Scorpio, Thar, and Bolero are the top-selling models for the month. Two-wheeler segment. Two-wheeler segment accounted for sale of 1.6 million units, up 25% year-on-year, mainly due to strong rural demand and ongoing wedding season. Companies under two-wheeler segment. TVS domestic sales registered 30.4% growth year-on-year, with 383K units sold in Jan 2026. Exports grew at 18.3% year-on-year, reflecting balanced growth across geographies. Hero total sales increased 26% year-on-year, backed by growth in domestic sales. Exports also showed a promising upward trend of 23.5%. Bajaj Auto exports stood at 21.9% increase year-on-year, with 192K units sold, whereas domestic sales stood at 25.4%, with 215K units sold, benefiting from strong motorcycle demand. Eicher total sales increased by 14.5% year-on-year, fueled by growth in domestic sales of 15.7%. Three-wheeler segment, it showed highest year-on-year growth amongst all segments at 56.4%. However, the market share of three-wheeler segment stood at just 1.8% of total sales. Future outlook, the number of vehicle registrations crossed 2.72 million, reflecting a 17.6% year-on-year growth in January 2026, underscoring sustained demand momentum across segment. This indicates strong future outlook supported by continued resilience in the two-wheeler segment, with rural demand remaining a key growth driver. ongoing SUV-led traction within the passenger vehicle category, gradual recovery in export markets supporting overall volume growth, tailwinds from favorable taxation policies, and supportive pricing demands. Overall, the January data reinforces a constructive near-term outlook for automobile sector. Thank you.
Please send some emojis and tell her. You've done a very good job.
Mhm.
And as you know, you were not well prepared, so you were reading
Hmm.
your content. But you were smartly reading your content. You were not reading your content, but you were
Hmm.
smartly reading your content. That means you're
Hmm.
smart enough to do a rehearsal of the
Hmm.
points you want to highlight and of the points you want to
Hmm.
omit. All right? So
Yes.
just like Tushar had prepared his
Hmm.
notes,
Hmm.
right? He was looking
Hmm.
at his notes and he was telling us, you can also do
Hmm.
the same. There's no problem.
Hmm.
Initially, you will have to do this for 2 to 3 reports. Later,
Hmm.
it will all be organic.
Hmm.
Neha, wonderful,
Yes, ma'am.
broken the chain
Thank
of
you.
procrastination. Same
Thank
thing
you.
for Prajakta. Henceforth, try to present. कुछ नहीं है present करने के लिए. The morning news, 4-liner news, just explain what has happened.
Yes.
Gold price increase हो गया, silver price increase हो गया, right? Earth is going to vanish. Whatever you want to share. 4-liner
Yes.
news. You're most welcome.
Yes.
Speak up. That's the only requirement. Ask questions to the forum. If you have a doubt, if you really want to ask something, ask it in the forum because all of you are doing the same activity. Everybody's tracking the automobile industry, the hotel industry. आप कुछ और track कर रहे हो, वो कुछ और track कर रहा है. I have a question to the forum. Is anybody doing this? Am I doing it right? I'm collating my data from this newspaper. Where are you doing it from? You can please question, at least ask questions. Yes, one question for Neha, please. Anyone can ask one question. Any question?
Yeah, hi Neha, great presentation.
Hi, thank you.
So you've already given your future outlook. So from this, all of the companies you have covered, which stock should we buy?
Uh, I think Maruti because it is a very well-known brand from last many years, and even though the growth rate has reduced, but still it is holding itself in the top four, so that's why.
But the stock is quite down from all-time high.
Very
Is it?
good.
Um, might
Yeah,
be,
yeah, even
might
after the
be,
performance, it was not going quite well.
might be because of market expectations being high. Since Maruti is top performing since so many years, the market expectations are high, and maybe that is why the stock is not performing. But still, it is like has been a top player since so many years, so that is why it is good to invest in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kshitij, you trying to talk?
Yes. There is some interference, some bandwidth issue. So, just wanted to ask one thing: are tariffs impacting the
I
business?
think two devices are on. I think two devices are on, or either you're too close to the device, your phone is too close to your laptop or something.
Yeah, ma'am. There is some issue.
Yes, Kshitij? Kaustubh? Or Kshitij, you can type whatever you want to talk. We'll convey to the forum. Yes, people, wonderful day spent. I really, really like every bit of your presentations. You're progressing. Now we have to level up by asking critical questions. Not the same questions. Please let us indulge in asking critical questions. That will be the food for our brains for the next presentation. We will also do it with a lot of seriousness. Let us not ask questions which are embedded in the sheet already. Level up by asking critical questions. And everybody should have a question. Right? I don't have a question is no excuse. Let us have critical questions so that the person who has prepared, he also has a mind-boggling thought. Either he tries to answer or tells you, I rest my case, I'll research and come back to you again. All right? Are we in with this together? Okay. Tomorrow, who's going to present? Sorry, Monday. Tomorrow is weekend, no? And I've already told you all, no celebrating weekends and all. You all have too much on your plates. You better read, study, prepare, listen to your con calls. These are your weekends. Yes? Nobody's paying attention to me because they know tomorrow is going to be our day. Hai na?
Tomorrow is
Nobody
going
listen
to
to
be
you.
our con call.
Tomorrow? Come again?
Tomorrow is going to be our con call with lectures.
Seriously? Tomorrow is the Valentine's Day. The. Oh, Shivraj just remembered he hasn't bought a gift as of now.
No, I'm not.
Why?
I was not thinking about that. I just got to know that tomorrow is 14th. Yeah.
You are not thinking about it. Why? Don't tell me you're married.
No, madam, I'm not married. Like
Then you should think about it. If
Satyarya.
you're not married, think about it.
Okay.
Why do you need to punch
Okay,
a
he's
guy
saying
while you're
okay.
talking? I saw you take someone else's name.
Sorry.
Hello.
No, the same question was asked by ma'am to uh, that guy, and that guy replied. So that was in my mind. So that's why, like, suddenly I just
Uh-huh.
opened.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. See, I totally understand you all are in no mood to study today, but then we have to, right? And let 15th not be a hangover. Okay? 16th will have a rippling effect then. Concentrate. Focus, focus. So anyways, great. Everybody is doing a fair job. Others, Karthik, आप कब present करने वाले हो?
Monday or Tuesday.
Monday or Tuesday. Okay, I'll keep this in mind. Kshitij also wants to present, but his Wi-Fi doesn't support him. Sumit, Kiran, Ronit, Sneha, Jagrat, Mahen, Aryan, Ronit Jain, Rohit, Avinash, आज काही बोला नाही. All well?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Oh, I understood. His camera switched off, huh?
No, ma'am. Nothing.
No, ma'am, nothing.
Yes, ma'am.
Your camera switched off. I can think anything.
No, no, no. I am not in at my home, sir.
I know you're not at home.
Yes, ma'am. So I was listening.
Ah, yes, you're listening, I know, but you're not at home. I also know that.
Yes.
All right, all right. Others, please switch on your cameras, talk to us. You have to get rid of this inhibition of not switching on your camera. Please switch on your cameras, sit upright, sit in a straight position, change your backgrounds, be there eye to eye, contact, look at your friends, talk to them. laugh at times, crack jokes, I don't mind. सब कुछ English में चलेगा. I can listen to you the whole 1 hour. Everybody's talking, but in English, I don't mind. Chalo, looking forward, Monday or Tuesday, Karthik is going to present. Others, please raise your hands. Tushar is there. Very good. Shivraj, Kaustubh, Sahil, Rohit, Ronit. Kab?
Monday, ma'am.
Monday? Chalo, good. Have a very, very nice weekend, people. Rejuvenate yourselves. Come with a lot of zeal, enthusiasm. Yes? To present your reports. Good night there, everybody. Good night.
Have a nice
Good
weekend.
night.
Good night, ma'am.
Happy
Same to
weekend,
you all,
guys.
same to you all, same to all of you. Take care.